Ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted and privileged to join with you here today on what is without a doubt a historic occasion. And given the events that we saw at the United Nations in New York yesterday when they spoke, today across the world, people are speaking, and the Prime Minister and the President have got to start listening. That is our message to them. For months now, I've been asking questions in the House of Commons of the Prime Minister, and I have not been getting the answers. What's come back has been confusing, alarming, and like me, you think it lacks persuasion. So I've joined you here today because I am not persuaded by the case for war. The arguments have been contradictory, the arguments have been inconsistent, and the information has all too often been misleading as well as inconclusive. It's no wonder that people are scared. It is no wonder that people are confused. And I say this to you quite seriously, as somebody who personally happens not to be a pacifist, but has the utter respect for anyone for grounds of conscience who is. I say this to you as somebody who's not actually anti-American, but is deeply worried by this Bush administration, and as someone who is under no illusions about the brutal dictatorship and the appalling regime that is Saddam Hussein. But I conclude by returning to the United Nations. If the great powers of this world ignore it, then great damage will be done to the world order and the best hopes of international justice for everybody in the world. And without a second United Nations resolution based on authoritative fact from the Weapons Inspectorate, I can assure you, there is no way in all conscience that the Liberal Democrats either could or should support a war, and we will not. Our country has an important and a responsible role to play on the world stage, but to do so, we have to pursue international justice through the United Nations, and our government has got to take its people with them.
Yeah.